Okay. Hi kids, this is Heidi from Boadwine Farms, your adopted farmer. And I'm here with my dairy cows again. And today we're going to talk a little bit about a new building that we built this summer. We call it a tunnel ventilated barn. The reason we call it a tunnel ventilated barn is because it's about 450 feet long and the air comes in on one end. And then we have on the other end of the barn, we have a bank of fans that pull the air out. And you can see right now there's only two small fans running. Down below you see some white boxes. Those are bigger fans, but our outside temperature today is about 5 degrees, so it doesn't take very many fans to be running this time of year in order to keep enough air moving for the cows to be comfortable. Because the barn is about 450 feet long, and we can take the air and bring it in and pull it out the other end with those small fans. But in the summertime, when the temperature gets up to 90 degrees, we want the air to have more velocity as it travels through the building. So we have these bigger fans called draft fans that are hung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fans all the way along, so that in the summer they can keep the air moving faster and keep the cows cooler in the summertime. The air comes in through the curtain off to the side here, and you have that header board, which is the piece of wood, if you can kind of see that, and then there's a gap down below it, and that is the top of the curtain, so it's only letting a little bit of air in, because like I said, it's very cold out today. Our high temperature today is about 5 degrees. So when it's this summer and it's 85 or 90 degrees, it's going to let a lot more air in, and then those draft fans are going to give it a lot of velocity to keep it moving through the other end and keep the air moving through the barn to make the cows more comfortable. All of the fans and the curtains that are in this barn are set on a thermostat and hooked to a computer, so they will adjust automatically depending on what our outside temperature is. So we don't even have to think about it. The building kind of controls its own temperature. One other thing that we did this summer is we put in a flume, which is a water conveyance system. If you remember, our cows all lay in sand. And sometimes when they're laying in the sand, they kick the sand out of the stall and it gets mixed in with the manure. And right now it's cold out, so the manure is kind of sticky, which you might notice. But we have this long trough, and in the trough is what we call dirty water. And that dirty water is what then conveys all of our manure with the sand into our sand separating room. In the very first video, I believe it was, or maybe the second video, we showed you the skid loader pushing out all of the manure from the cows, because remember, cows go to the bathroom whenever and wherever they want to, and it's our job to clean it up. So we clean it up, and then we clean all of the sand out of it so that we recycle the sand. So we take the sand out of the manure, we wash it, shake the water off, and then the cows can lay on it again. All these cows go to the bathroom wherever they want, and it's our job to gather it up. And here is some dirty water coming in to our sand separating system. Comes in and goes under a bridge and down a channel. It's a concrete channel. We call it a flume, which is a water conveyance system. And it makes a little turn here, and this green thing has actually got an auger on the inside of it. It's like a screw auger, so it turns like a corkscrew, and as it turns, it takes the sand up, 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 and then it dumps it into another auger, which you see here. And this auger turns And then off to the right, there's a little bit where the hose comes down. That's actually putting water on the sand that it has taken out of the manure. It's washing that sand off, getting any leftover manure off of it. And when it gets to the top of the auger, it drops out into a shaker box. And the shaker box is designed to shake the water. So this is the pile of sand that comes out of the shaker box. You can see it vibrating there. And like I said, it's shaking the water off of the sand so the sand can dry quickly. And then we can take this sand. So that is all I have for you today. Don't know if you guys will see this before we do our classroom visits or not, but I'm very much looking forward to visiting your classrooms and telling you more about how we do things on our dairy farm. So while you're away, remember to drink lots of milk.